Hello. Welcome. What's up, Joe? I see you redeemed first. Yeah, it's a later stream than usual, but that's because I fell asleep at 2 and just could not stay awake afterwards. um, yeah. So I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy. I'm going to actually be trying to do quests. My That's a weird taste. So my honor lost. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be doing quests in Ul'dah or at Thanalan. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy. The recommended quest is Honor Lost. Alright. Oh, is this a job quest? Yes, it is. How do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not so long ago, the Sultan Sworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude. And no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd, and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds, the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing at their heels, before my father had time to thank him. Even today, I can see the captain as he was then, blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. All that I ever wanted. After that, all I ever wanted to be was a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard and the last to leave. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named captain of the Sultan Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then the honor of the Sultan Sworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper, yes, that was the mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan Sworn by the then Sultan of Ul'dah. In time, it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultan Sworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How could we be trusted to protect the Sultana if we cannot even hold on to the symbol of our fealty? We've been tarnished in the eyes of ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultan Sworn were to survive, we must find the traitor. If the Sultan Sworn are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper. But the Sultan Sworn have grown too weak, and we cannot do it ourselves. We've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In outer Lasnosia, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of the beast would be a fine way to hone the skills that I will teach you. In the grove, you will find another brazier, this time filled with a potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. Ahem. Your mount can fly no higher. Fuck you, I do what I want, game. Oh, whoops. The memory of paladins has awoken within you. Port to Genlands. Fuck my desk. I don't think I ever changed this to I didn't. Alright, I fixed it. You learned these things! Sheltron. You also learned this attack. Sheltron reduces damage taken by 15%. Prominence Wind! Set. Welcome, Paladin. You should know that word of your deeds has reached me. You are those who follow the true Paladin path without misstep. But you are one of them. I am proud to call you sister. You have kept the faith, and in return I must have faith in you. It is time that you knew the truth. Though it is hard to share, for it is a shame I would rather keep hidden from outsiders. Perhaps you remember when I told you of the traitor and the sword Oathkeeper that he stole. His name is Solksagil. Solksagil? Either or. And he was my predecessor as captain of the Sworn Elite. Yes, he was the same man whom I had admired as a child, who inspired me to take up the sword and follow the way of the Paladin. He was the paragon of paladins. Until, that is, he changed. Some years now, there was a struggle for influence between the Sultanate military and a faction within the syndicate known as the Monetarists. The latter emerged triumphant, and the army's authority was diminished dramatically. Although Solksagil was still captain of the Sultan's Sworn Elite, he knew his position was perilous. So he fled, taking Oathkeeper with him. In doing so, he went against the words he had spoken on bended knee before his royal liege. Now it falls to me, as captain, to restore the honor and name of the Sultan's Sworn. If that means cutting down my former mentor and master, I would do it gladly, for his misdeed cannot be forgiven. But his death will not lift the stain that mars our name. He must be put on trial in a public court so that everyone knows his crimes. Then, and only then, can we begin to earn the people's trust again. He served for over 30 years as captain of the Sultan's Sworn Elite, and he is a formidable foe. Few can match his skill with the sword. Even together, you and I will find it difficult to take him alive without mortal harm to one side or the other. So you must continue to hone your skills and prepare for the day when we will face him. To complete the next stage of your training, you must do this. Go to the Yorgrum River in eastern Thanalan and find the brazier we have placed there. By lighting it, you will draw the ire of the Lepidotes dwelling within the waters. Face the creatures in battle and master your new skills. The fight will not be easy, but if you take to heart what you have learned and let the crystal be your guide, you will triumph. But the crystal dead. Oath Gauge displays the current strength of the Paladin's Oath, which increases as auto attacks are performed. Strong Oath is required to execute several select actions such as Sheltron, Cover, acquired at level 45, and Intervention, acquired at level 62, and will grow weaker upon using them. Using certain actions will increase the Oath Gauge. Increases defensive stances. Actually, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna spend some gil getting Gizzle Grains. Nice. I'm surprised that name wasn't taken. Nice. Sho and Yuichi. I think she's a astrologian, yeah. There has to be a better place to get these. Ul'dah, Steps of Nald. Is that where I am right now? On Steps of Thal. N595. Where does this put me? Yeah, I knew it'd be cheaper if I bought from here. Ugh. Nice. That was cool. What? Oh, shit. I absolutely could. Okay. Now I know. Good, you've mastered your new skills and made them your own. Much work remains to be done before you can face the traitor Sulksigil. We are closer to finding him. As our net draws tighter, it grows ever more important that we make ready for the moment that when the fish must at last be landed. Nice. All right. All right. I don't know where to go to find quests. I'm gonna do a level queue real quick. That was really fucking fast. The door is locked tight. Where do we go? Oh, we have to pick up the key. Duh. Shit. Yeah, this might be too early in the game to be doing mass pulls. I don't know. I don't really remember this dungeon. Oh wow, that was quick. Oh, hello. And we go this way. Then I think a boss fight coming up. No, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I see. Ugh. This dungeon's a pain in the ass. Like, it's a super early dungeon. Do we go this way? No. Maybe we click on the blasting device. I'm glad this guy knows what he's doing. Oh shit. He can resist stun. He can resist stun. He can resist everything. Stop looking at them. Look at me. I don't need any of that shiz. I'm level 44. That shit's level 20. Ugh. I believe in you, Javier. I'm going down. We're yelling timber. Another one of these. Oh shit. This fight is different. Over here. Yeah, this is definitely a different fight than what I'm remembering. We gotta go this way. Oh shit. I'll get the chest. Okay, no one wants to get the chest then? I'll get the chest. That actually looks kind of cool. Masters must pay. Masters must die. Never again! Never again! This is distressingly easy. Christ, I love the soundtrack in this game. It's fucking phenomenal. Gonna wait for a bit. I didn't get any commendations. These twats. Tanking is a thankless job. But I'm level 45. I have important news for you. Welcome, friend. I have important news for you. In my search for the traitor, I've been looking through old records and discovered something chilling. At the time the traitor Solkzagjo was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultansworn met with untimely deaths. But strangely, our records do not say how they died. Curious, I begged for the favor of an old friend and received permission to inspect medical records kept by Frondel's frontistery. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways, some in combat, some suddenly at night in the barracks. But in nearly every case there were signs that poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison. Carefully and visibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw the dark hand of death's embrace at work. Assassins in the pay and service of the monetarists. A society so secretive that few believe it truly exists. But no matter how skilled and devious the assassins, they should not have been able to kill so many of the Sultansworn elite without being discovered. Not, that is, without help from within our own ranks. So I asked myself, who had the most to gain from their deaths? One by one, the former captain, his trusted aides, the most capable of the Sultansworn who might become future commanders. All of them slain by an invisible hand. And with their deaths, the way was open for Solkzagjo to become the Sultansworn's youngest captain in a century. The monetarists were planning to kill the best and bravest of the Sultansworn, to purge its ranks of greatness, and enervate it so that it could no longer carry out its duty to serve as sword and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how did Solkzagjo remain captain for 30 long years? How did he avoid the poisoner's kiss, when men better than him had succumbed? There can only be one explanation. He was the monetarist's cat's paw, the turncloak in our midst. Needless to say, I'm more determined to track him down than ever before. While I continue my investigation, I have a trial for you. I want you to seek the gallant armor, the legendary raiments worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultansworn. In accordance with the Sultansworn tradition, the set that would be yours has been scattered across southern Thanalan. Each piece has been locked within a coffer, which will be guarded by 2 men. You must best the Sultansworn themselves if you are to claim their armor. Bet. To al amigo! I want some ice cream. Crooked heart. Crooked horns, crooked grin. Your deadly sin. Another word about win, win, win. I'm here to fuck you up. I'm sorry, did you just cure yourself? We can't be having that. Oh, I see. That's a CD that I should really only use when he's about to do a big attack. God damn it. I hurt myself. I meant to fly. No, you're not who I should have gone after. It's you. Bruh. Did you really fucking heal yourself right there? The minute you catch care again, I'm stunning you. Interjection. There we go. I'm here to get my stuff. I'm stronger than you. Golden Sworn Coffer. I got a new crown! Let's go! There you are. I can stun you too. Kills you. All right, now we go back here so I can get my last piece. And he's like, no, you need to fight me now. Do 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 do. I'll kick his ass. No. I'm him. I'm stronger. Worst part is, you get this, and it's like, it doesn't even last that long. Because I'm going to get another set of armor that's better than this in 5 levels. To the Chamber of Rule! Of course, like, it's quicker to level up when you have, the main scenario quest to do. Good, the armor is yours. You have learned your lessons well and honed your skills. Now you are ready to face Sulk Sigil the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I have discovered his hiding place and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial, as is preparation. We will leave only when you are ready. Wait. The recovery of Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultan Sworn. I've told Sulk Sigil that if he returns the sword, we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he shall be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The parley is to take place south of the Forgotten Springs in the Sajoli Desert. Give me your map and I will mark the location. While I believe he is acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain the Monitorist will not take kindly to a surrender. In fact, I believe that should the Monitorists discover Sulk Sigil is willing to parley, they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do, not to anyone. We should travel separately so as to not attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. And lo and behold, the Monitorists are going to be there! Wait, level sync is 49? That makes sense. He is the real traitor. So you dared to come. You are a brazen one, I'll grant you that. But did you really think I wouldn't find out? Excuse me? Come, confess. My allies with the Sultan Sworn have told me the truth. I know you are working in league with the traitor and the Monitorists. Well, we can talk about this. Confess! With your dying breath, you will tell me where I can find Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. Do you dare accuse my own Sultan Sworn of lying? We are comrades in arms, every one of us, bound in brotherhood by our oath. I would trust them with my life. What is your word when set against theirs? We know the meaning of honor. You are a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the paladin that the traitor Sulk Sigil gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a paladin, and as such you are bound by a code of honor that is as unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree your body shall lie here and feed the crows. The true villain. I'm level 46. Confess, damn you! Confess! I'm stronger than you. I am the strongest. You cannot do this. I am the greater swordsman. You're superior in every way, he says on his knees. You were blinded, Jinlins, by your own conviction. Jinlins, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow Sultansworn. Those men were assassins, in service to the Monetarists. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. Liar! You are their agent. You betrayed us for them. You were always naive, Jinlins. Too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues, but you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think. The information you uncovered. How did you come by it? Did it fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the Monetarists' lapdogs. Jinlins, you've been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Then, you were never a traitor? You were innocent? I have wronged you. Bruh. So I was wrong. Easy now. Your wounds aren't mortal, but you still need to rest. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse, and we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You've become a fine warrior, and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. I think perhaps that you are not aware of just how much you have grown. Well, 'tis time you were made aware. Paladin! When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. He got wrecked. The words of Soldier Jill have awakened the memories of paladins. Nice. Paladin, I have done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I am recovered from my wounds, at least those that will heal. But far more important than that, Soldier Jill is innocent after all. He was never a traitor, and the dream that I followed in my youth was not a lie. I remain captain of the elite, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I am now working on a plan to strike back at the Monitarists and restore the Sultan Sworn to its former strength. No, do not be afraid for me. We have unmasked the foe, and he cannot hide behind his deceptions anymore. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I will bide my time, marshal my strength, and when the time is ripe, strike hard at our enemies. Complete. I have unlocked cover, and that shall be... That seems to be fucking useless. I need to be level 50 for this. Nah. Oh, whoops. Pretty sure these boots are supposed to be brown. Hang on. Wait, let me go fix that. No, wait. I need to go to, I need to get brown paint. That looks good enough. He's not wearing any pants. That is an ugly color. Need Terabant. Oscar Mayer. Oh shit, I need to take them off. This doesn't look half bad. I need a new shield, but that'll wait. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Replay for apply. Yep, this checks out. Alright, I need to find a new quest. Preferably level 46 or higher. Where's a good place to go for level 46 quests? Alright, Coerthas Central Highlands is where to go. I see no quests. There are no quests here. I've been lied to. Alright. Northern Denelin. Where the fuck are all the quests? Alright, maybe I need to go to Mordona. I found quests! Don't you recognize me? No, I suppose you wouldn't remember everyone you rescue. And I looked quite different when we met, dressed in my uniform. I'm Resh Palali. It's been quite some time since, but I've served with the Crystal Braves 4th Unit. Until everything fell apart, that is. Everyone went their own ways. Some followed Captain Ilbard. Others found new work altogether. I've been kept busy guarding the frontier hands here. A little too busy, in fact. I can scarce find a moment to spend with my family. The transition wasn't entirely easy. I was bedridden after Castrum Century, and by the time I was fit for duty, the Crystal Braves just weren't anymore. In a strange way, I've my injuries to thank for keeping me from the worst of it. Oh, speaking of that, you're close to the Domans, aren't you? Well, would you happen to know where Roka is? She aided my recovery, and well, it's quite embarrassing that I didn't notice until now, but there was a great misunderstanding, you see. Her earrings were bundled up in my bags. I've been trying to return them, but those children are neither seen nor heard. I can't find her, no matter how much I look.
I'm sure the girl misses her earrings, but I simply don't have the time to track her down. What? Do you really have a spare moment to look for her in my stead? Oh, thank you, Annika. Thank you so much. There you are. I've heard the Doman children visit the House of Splendors, though never when I'm there for some reason. But speak with Rowena. Very little escapes her, even invisible children.
God damn, that hurts my throat. I'm stuck.
Looking for the Doman children? Aye, they sometimes help arrange my less valuable wares. Just finished for the day, though. Come to think on it, Oriana said she'd caught sight of them playing nearby. Might catch them, should you have the patience to wait. I hereby call this meeting of the Doman Adventurers Guild to order. Old business first. Kaharu, we'll start with you. I've been helping Miss Alice get the ingredients she wanted. I was helping treat the Hood Adventurers. And I've been helping arrange stuff for Rowena. No, that's not right. Those are all just chores. I want to go on a proper adventure. Don't any of you find something exciting or scary or mysterious we could explore? Did you find anything, Yozun? I bet you didn't. I did too. We've got a great big wide world to explore, and I was looking into ways to do it, which is more than can be said for any of you. Oh, it's true. Yozun got caught sneaking into a horsebird cart. Master Slaffbone was yelling at him for bells after that. Oh, you're hopeless. I'm sorry, Yozun, it's just...
Oh, no, wait, Kaharu.
I'm sorry, Yozun, it's just... Shion, you little snitch! I told you that in secret! But Yozun, I may have found us a quest. I overheard some people talking, and they said there's something hidden at Camp Revenant's Toll. It might be a famous adventurer's lost treasure, or a vengeful spirit who was sealed away, or something else. No one knows for sure. That's perfect. We could be the first to find out what's...
I'm messing up their voices.
Get in there. Now, we've just got to figure out how to leave town without being caught. Miss Annika, what are you doing here?
Well, these aren't my earrings.
I was so sad when I lost these earrings. I brought them all the way from Doma, you know. Thank you, Miss Annika. Hold on a moment. I've got an important announcement. The Doman Adventurers Guild needs experience in the field actually adventuring. No one's going to let us, though, because they think it's too dangerous. But Miss Annika is a good friend of the guild, and she's an incredible adventurer, too. So, I say we invite her to join us in this quest.
I am not your mom.
Oh, yes, I want to go on adventures with Miss Annika.
as I sit here in the background.
And I'd feel much safer if she comes along with us, Yozen. Once Yozen's made up his mind, nothing can unmake it. Welcome to the guild, Miss Annika. Now come on! We've got to find out what's hidden at Camp Revenant's soul.
I found a quest! Ooh. Don't turn around. I'll fuck you up.
Are you sure this is where Revenant's Toll used to be? It doesn't look like anything in town. Or it doesn't look anything like a town. Not even a little.
Oh, wait, you're supposed to be doing.
Where would we even start looking for hidden treasure? What do we do, Yozen? We don't know anything unless we poke around a bit. Spread out and see what you can find. And be careful of monsters.
I'm going to have to kill the monster. From among the refuse, you find a cloudy bottle of what appears to be wine.
Nothing, and more nothing. Did you find anything?
Here you go, buddy. Don't drink it all at once. Don't drink it at all. It's probably bad for you.
Even Miss Annika only found this junk. Treasure's not easy to come by, I guess. But this might not be junk, Yozen. Isn't old wine really valuable? That's right. With wine, the older the better. Miss Filman told me so. Mr. Slaffborn knows a lot about wine too. He spent bells and bells talking about it to some adventurer. Wow, Mr. Slaffborn's much wiser than he looks, isn't he? Yozen, why don't we ask him about this bottle? Maybe we shouldn't. I think he'd just be angry that we have the wine at all. Oh, but he wouldn't scold you, Miss Annika. Could you ask him for us? Could you ask him for us? Great, we'll go back to Revenant's Toll. Tell us what you find out.
It's going to be worthless. It's junk. It's garbage. It's actual trash. It's maybe worth 1 gil, and that's just for the bottle. Go up, and then we go down. What is it you need from me, friend? This shit's worthless. It's swill. Even the pigs wouldn't drink this. Wine. Much as I'd like to join you in a glass, I'm on duty. Pray, where'd you find so aged a bottle? Outside. Under the dirt. In the dirt. I take it you were searching for treasure at the old camp, and you came to me to learn its value. I'm afraid it has none whatsoever. But you have found the lost treasure of Revenant's Toll, after a fashion. Now, our town is flourishing, but it was not always so. Not so very long ago, there was an utterly savage place, marked by little but ruin and the stench of death. It was a hard life for the few who chose it, and naturally they took comfort in the bottle by night. By and by, passing adventurers would bring wine with them to join the settlers in a glass. So prized was this wine that certain adventurers took to calling it treasure for a spell. As time went on, some mistook this name for sooth and came searching for this vaunted liquor. The first were adventurers, of course, but shopkeepers and artisans soon followed. But the monsters around here were still deadly, and the paths still as treacherous, and many who came searching paid for this misunderstanding with their lives. So the settlers came up with a new rumor. Revenant's Toll belonged to the dead, they said, and any men who slept on this land would have their soul torn from their body, to wander these bleak fields forever as a vengeful spirit. As you can imagine, that nonsense was enough to scare the inexperienced and drunks away, and soon the tales of treasure faded away into legend. And that, my friend, is the truth buried at Camp Revenant's Toll. This shit is worthless. Where are the brats? Do the brats be over here? No fucking way I can't finish this quest unless... Motherfuckers! They let me do this entire quest. I can't put on any other soul crystal. You know what? Good enough. Alright, this is where I'm going to be ending it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a good evening, and I will see you next slime. Bye-bye.